Hi folks, and welcome to another edition of Ferrum Wrestling 411. I'm your host Gary Holden. With me is head wrestling coach Nate Yetzer. Nate, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Gary. I appreciate it.
How are things going so far?
Going great, going great. We're about 2 or 3 weeks into the wrestling part of our preseason, and guys are doing a good job getting their weights down and starting around into shape.
I noticed the running and everything, running around campus. A lot of students have been noticing wrestlers piggybacking each other, riding around campus and everything, working the legs. And,
Absolutely.
Running the mountain, running the roads, a lot of conditioning going on, getting ready for the season. Do you feel pretty good about where they're getting with their conditioning?
Yeah, not great yet. We still got a long way to go. But we've made, I think, huge strides. The guys that survived it, I think we started off with 74 guys. I think we're down to 38 now, and the 38 that we have are guys that are serious about it and they're doing a great job. And the key now is just getting to help them develop a skill set to be successful when we start wrestling.
Well, I know that going into your first season, last year you guys were a club program. There's going to be a little bit of a difference now. You're in varsity competition. Every match you go to now counts towards helping you get into the NCAAs and everything.
Yep.
Tell me about the schedule coming up and everything. You've got your first match November 9th. You're away at a dual meet or a tournament. Excuse me. Where are you guys at that day?
We're taking most of the team down to Pembroke, North Carolina, for the Pembroke Classic. Great tournament. We went there last year and took our beatings down there. And this year we hope to add a few more placers than we had last year and build off that. So a lot of good Division II, Division I teams down there. So
Pembroke is a strong program, right?
Absolutely,
very strong. Now, isn't your assistant coach? Is that where he went
to
school?
He's an alum. He went to UNCP and then
Brandon Bradley.
Yep, Coach Bradley. Yep, he went there and and then we actually have them coming up here for a dual meet this year as well too. So we get to see him quite a few times.
Top 10 program?
Probably top 10. Yep.
Wow.
I think they returned 3 All-Americans. So
wow.
So they're going to be good. They're going to be a very, very good opponent for us.
Will we match up well with those All-Americans at all, or?
We'll see. Our lineup's up in the air. There's only 1 or 2 weight classes where I know who's going to be starting. So the rest of them way up for the air. Yep.
Okay.
Up there, yep.
All right. Good. Tell me a little bit about your November 13th match. You've got Washington and Lee coming in here. First ever varsity dual meet here at Ferrum. You got to be excited about that.
Yeah, really excited. We're pulling all the stops out. We're going to have T-shirts giveaway. First 50 people that come in the door going to get a free T-shirt. Good. It's going to be very kid friendly.
Okay.
I'm looking to get a DJ, so
nice.
It's going to be. We're going to. I'm going to try to have like a tailgate before, and then a social afterwards. Good. So we're trying to. We're trying to fill that place up. So.
Okay. Well, Sports Gym only holds 1,200, so I think we can squeeze 1,200 or so in there and everything.
Maybe 1,500.
Well, you're in a county. Ferrum is in Franklin County.
Yep.
Franklin County has always had a great wrestling program.
Absolutely. Yep.
And I know that a lot of the people from Franklin County are going to support it. You're going to have a lot of people from the local community that'll be out here. We're hoping there'll be a lot of faculty and staff, students, folks. If you're available. Wednesday, November 13th, it is a 8 o'clock match, Ferrum versus Washington and Lee. The only 2 Division III wrestling programs in the state of Virginia, so come on out, watch that match. We hope it'll be a great match.
It's going to be a lot of fun, So.
Yep. Coach, talking a little bit about the schedule. Tell me a little bit about any highlights you have of your schedule this year.
Well, I think the big one, our big tournament of the year is going to be up at the Wheaton Invitational, the Pete Wilson Invitational up in Chicago, right outside Chicago. That's going to be a big event. Basically, it's going to tell us where we are, as far as how close we are to having national qualifiers and national All-Americans. So
you anticipate a lot of strong D3 programs?
Yeah, there's 35 Division III and Division II teams there.
Wow.
So it's a huge tournament, and it's a great barometer of where we're going to be. So hopefully, by then, that's one of the tournaments we're going to try to peak for. So. I'm excited for it.
Now, do you think some of the teams from the Midwest will come this way for it? Wartburg, the Minnesota schools, Iowa schools?
Yep. All the Wisconsin schools, they're great wrestling up there. A lot of the Illinois schools, obviously, it's in Illinois, and some Minnesota schools, and it'll be a great test for us.
So, defending national champ in Division III wrestling.
Wartburg. Wasn't even close.
Out of Iowa.
In fact, they won it after the first round. They won nationals.
Okay.
So they scored so many points that nobody could catch them after the first round. So they're loaded. Their head coach retired.
Jim Miller.
Jim Miller. Yep. But still they just their assistant was awesome, and they're going to be really good. So obviously we got a long way to catch those guys, but we're going to keep chipping away at it and just keep working hard. So
tell the fans how Ferrum wrestlers will qualify for the Division III Nationals.
Well, we qualify for a regional system, so we just found out that we're going to be in the East Regional, along with Del Val, Centenary, College of New Jersey, the schools up in there. It's great regional. The biggest regional by far. I think there's 18 teams in there. Top 3 make it to nationals.
Okay, so in your weight class, you need to be top 3. Are there any wild cards like they used to have in the conference?
Nope. It's just straight top 3.
Straight out. So
going in I think our regionals, probably one of the best. I mean, I think it's the hardest one to qualify. To be honest with you, just go by numbers, sheer numbers. So.
Yep. Well, let's talk a little bit about your wrestle-offs. You got wrestle-offs coming up pretty soon now.
Right. Yep.
When do you got those?
Well, next Tuesday we're gonna have our like a little challenge tournament. It'll be in the room, and it's basically for guys that are number 4, 3, and kind of determine who the number 2 guy is to take on. Who we determine is the number 1 guy on that following Saturday.
Okay.
So next Saturday, times to be announced, but we're gonna wear singlets to do the whole 9 yards here. And,
will you do it in the gymnasium, or will you do it in the wrestling room?
We'll do it in the gymnasium.
Gym.
Tuesday we'll be in the wrestling room next Tuesday, and guys got to make scratch weight, and it's gonna be kind of a test run, and it's got to kind of determine our starting lineup for the Washington League dual meet.
And we'll break out your brand new wrestling mat, bring that over to the gymnasium and everything, line that up, and get it ready to go.
Absolutely.
Good. Who's your referee for the day?
It's going to be Reed Carpenter.
Reed Carpenter, excellent. Good. Former Virginia Tech wrestler.
Virginia Tech wrestler. He's certified NCAA referee. Yep, and he's our volunteer assistant coach. So.
Excellent. Good. Quite a wrestler too. I know some of the kids say he beats up on him pretty good.
That's why I hired him.
Yeah, good. Tell me about your lineup. I see you've got some notes on your lineup. There are 10 weight classes in college wrestling, 125 all the way up to 285, your heavyweight weight class. Why don't we go class by weight class?
Yep, I'm excited because I think this year we finally have depth, and not an incredible amount of depth, but I think the final wrestle-offs are going to be pretty interesting because there's a lot of weight classes still way up in the air. With 25, we got a guy Dakota Thompson, which I don't think is going to be 25 early on. I think he's going to be 33, but later in the year when he certifies, he's going to go 25 for us.
Okay.
And then we got Robert Cunningham, a kid from South Carolina. I'm really high on and works extremely hard. And skill-wise, he's a little behind, but I think he wrestles with great effort. So, 133, we got a Jacob Bonds there and Justin Zimmerman. I think they're going to battle it out. They got a few more guys there as well, but right now those are the 2 guys that stand out. Both Virginia boys. Jacob Bonds is from Christiansburg, obviously. And
local school, about 50 miles from here.
Absolutely. Yep. And Justin Zimmerman's from Fluvanna County, up the road here. So it's probably going to be a really, really tight match. So 41, we got a slew of guys there. A guy named Jamie Carr, obviously a Franklin County product. Right now, I think he may be a slight favorite at that weight. But we also got Logan Meister and Logan Smith, and then a few other guys going to be battling out for that spot.
Sure.
49, Paul Biggs, who wrestled for us last year.
Right, had a great year last year.
Great year. He finished very strong. Didn't start very well, but I think he figured it out, and he's doing a great job as well. So I look for him to be the favorite right now, but things can change as we go along. He'll be pushed by Bridgeforth, Josh Lancaster. And Sean Bridgeforth and Daniel Reynolds. All 3 of those guys, I think, are all neck and neck.
All Virginia guys as well. Daniel is from up in Northern Virginia,
Strasburg.
And
Sean Bridgeforth is up from the Charlottesville area.
Hanley.
Yep.
Up in Winchester area.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, and then who was the other one you said there? Lancaster.
Yep. Josh Lancaster from Brookville.
Brookville, very good high school program. Yep.
Absolutely, he's done a great job, and so that's going to be a highly contested weight class. So, 57. Right now, I think, Sean Murphy, kid from Colonial Forge, I think he's 3-time AAA state placer, great wrestler. I think he's probably the favorite right now, but, we got some guys right behind him, Josh Alston and Damon Miner. Both Josh Alston's a North Carolina kid. Damon Miner's a Virginia kid. So I think they're going to really push Sean. So 65, we got a ton of guys there. 5 guys, Ryan Allman, Dallas Daniels, Jordan Filion, Eddie Isherwood, and Rainey Moore, kids from all over, actually.
Really? Okay.
And those guys are all pretty close.
So I recognize a couple of the name. Allman from Orange County High School.
Orange County, yep.
And Eddie was with the team last year.
Absolutely,
Transferred to Ferrum mid-year.
Yep, Maryland product. And those guys are all going to battle out for that spot. It's going to be a very interesting wrestle-off, starting on Tuesday at the Challenge Tournament all the way to the final wrestle-off. So.
Wow.
I'm excited to see who comes out of there as the top guy. So.
Whoever comes out of that weight class is going to be a pretty good wrestler.
Absolutely. And then I'm expecting a second semester transfer as well. It's going to be pretty good, I think, and it's going to challenge for the starting spot as well. So.
74,
74, we got Devontae Dickens, Thomas Smith, and Corey Williams kind of all battling out right now. I think Thomas Smith is probably the better of the three right now. But time will tell.
Right.
He's from Palatine.
Wrestle-offs will tell too.
Yeah, exactly. When guys are down to their actual weights, scratch weights, then you kind of see who handles the weight better and who did a good job of managing their weight. So,
right.
But I think Thomas Smith right now is probably the favorite. But like I said, that could change.
Sure.
184. John Altis, Franklin County product. We got him. Yep. Hunter Duvall, John Dickey, both Virginia kids, and Corbin Ramos, who was, we were very high on when he came in. He was a state champ from Atoka.
AAA state champion.
Yep. Pinned his way through the state tournament actually senior, and he wrestled 95. Actually won at 95. He's going to wrestle 84 for us.
Okay. Was that much of a cut for him?
A little bit, but he had it to lose, and I just joke around. He's still. And the great thing about him is we're really excited about it. He's still a baby, He's got the baby face, but I think
they're all babies pretty much now. You got a whole team of freshmen. Right?
Some are farther along than others, but Corbin's a guy I'm very high on. I think he's got a lot of potential, but obviously he's got to earn it as well. So he's starting over again. He's a freshman again. So I think right now he's the favorite in that weight class, but like I said, that could change. 197, we got Chandler Cole, Darius McCray, and Jalen Slaughter. And, right now I think Darius is the favorite. Darius wrestled for us last year, won 3 tournaments, I think, for us.
3 tournaments and the finals of another.
Yep, absolutely, yep. So, he's great second half of the year, and I think he's the odds-on favorite right now, and probably one of our leaders. He does a great job in every facet, and I'm excited how much Darius improved this year.
Both him and Paul Biggs last year, we were taking that old football locker room in the Norton Fieldhouse, converting that into a wrestling room. They were there all those Saturday mornings that we were busting out pieces of wall, hauling out debris. They seem to show a lot of leadership being in the room.
They're the original class. It's pretty exciting. So, and then finally heavyweight, we got Tate Dulaney from Langley High School up in D.C. Aston Williams from Colonial Forge, another Colonial Forge kid, great program.
Big, tall kid.
Yep, and James Perini, a Roanoke Catholic product. Those 3 are going to battle it out. Right now I think Tate Dulaney probably has the edge on him. I'm expecting a few football players to come out for the wrestling team as soon as the season's over.
Sure.
And challenge for the starting spot as well. So.
But they still play football as of November 16th, so you probably won't have much,
Yeah, they're going to be second semester guys.
Semester,
but the good thing is, we're not going to throw them in the fire right away. They wouldn't start till around January.
Sure.
So, but we'll see. Our lineup could look totally different from November 13th to March. It could look totally different. I don't know. It just depends on who does a good job and who competes hard.
Well, we're excited about seeing what it's going to be this year, going from a club program to a varsity program. Things are going to ramp up. I'm sure the wrestlers all know that, now this counts and everything. So everything you do from here on in, this is the real deal. So we're excited. November 13th is our first home meet. Folks, if you can be there on Wednesday, November 13th, we'd love to have you there. Admission is free. And it's going to be some giveaways at the door. We hope you can make it with us, and we'll see you back here on the show. We'll have another, about 2 weeks, we'll have another show.
Absolutely.
Great.
And we're excited. So ready to get started here with the season.
Great. Cool. Good luck, Nate.
Thanks, Gary.
Folks, thanks for being with us. That's a wrap on the next issue of 411 Wrestling, and we will be back in a couple weeks with our next episode. Thanks for being with us.